Hey guys, Micah from blackbearcustomkydex. I am not supposed to be recording videos or using my phone while driving, but hey! Alright, so I did try to record this video right before I left the house, but for whatever reason my old phone, which I now use pretty much exclusively as my Kydex video taking device, for whatever reason it just like stopped recording partway through the video, so I got to drive and deliver this sheath over to a friend of mine. So I figured I'd just shoot the video on my way and give you guys a good look at this sheath. So this is for a gorgeous Bark River Bravo Survivor with green canvas micarta handle scales and CPM 3V blade. Just an absolutely beautiful knife. It is one of my top few favorite Bark Rivers that I've come across, and that's really saying something because Bark River is quite possibly my favorite production. Well, it's definitely my favorite production knife company, if not my all-time favorite knives that I've ever handled. So yeah, so it's really saying something to come across one that I consider to be kind of in that grail knife territory for me. So okay, anyway, my buddy John asked me to build him a sheath for this knife, and obviously we have it all OD green, reinforcement plate, and the carry setup that he chose was drop leg. This is how I construct a lot of my drop legs. They don't always require obviously a big plate on the back of it, but I chose to do that for him, and this is what I'll do for a lot of them, just kind of as a standard feature, because it actually allows you to carry in a bunch of different configurations. So what you see, these drill holes are actually spaced 1.5 inches, 3/4 inches apart, the 3 rows here, and that means that it's going to be compatible with molly webbing. So I'm giving him a pair of molly locks and the proper spacers and hardware to mount those on there without interfering with the dangler. However, if he does want to, he can remove the dangler. You can also actually change the ride height of the dangler. You can see with those vertical spacings there, and then obviously we have a leg strap down here. So you have a lot of options with this plate. Dangler with leg strap. You can orient the D-rings differently so that it carries horizontally. You change this guy so the D-ring's on top, or actually you could leave it as it is too. Attach a 2-point rifle sling to it and you've got a baldric set up. You can also orient the 3 D-rings in a variety of other positions, and if you were to get a 3-point harness, which is something that I can build, then you'd be able to carry this in virtually any ride height or angle on your chest or your back, anywhere around your torso effectively. So it's a really, really versatile plate, and I'm just really excited to make these every time. I love it. I love how they look. I love how they carry. They're very functional, and it's very strong too. So in this case, this is actually the first time I've done the plate quite like this. I took a piece of 093 and I actually just heated it up and folded it on itself, so it's like a taco style. You have one folded side here and the other side is obviously riveted. So it's very strong design, works really nicely, lightweight, and I think it looks really good. So basically that's the setup. The fit on this thing is really excellent. There is no rattle, no play in the blade itself. Probably can't hear because of the road noise and whatnot, but I wouldn't call it a ballistic one-handed draw, but it's a very, very smooth draw. Nice resheathing, got a good little click in, and yeah, just really secure, good fit. I think drop leg is probably my new favorite way to carry with a belt. So yeah, for me, larger knives, this is hedging on about the biggest I would go carrying on the belt. You guys, if you've been watching my channel, know that my two favorite ways to carry are chest rig and baldric, and I really love those two because they don't require that you wear a belt. So if you're, particularly me, when I'm in the campsite or something, a lot of the time, as I get closer to evening, I'll transition to just wearing like athletic shorts or sweatpants or something like that, just because I'm more comfortable and I'm not going to be doing a lot of actual heavy knife work or getting out in the brush. By that time, I've collected everything that I need. I have it by the campsite, and I'm just trying to relax most of the time. But I still might want to carry the sheath around just for, you know, being able to use my knife wherever I'm at. So not having a belt on, that's just critical. The other thing for me is when I do go hiking or something like that, a lot of the time I'm wearing a rucksack, and that interferes, the hip straps interfere with my belt and how I carry things on my belt. So when I do that, I like to carry baldric or maybe on my chest. So I'll always have pretty much a sidearm and a good sized knife on me that can kind of do it all. So just food for thought if you guys are in that same kind of category and you might be looking for solutions that aren't necessarily belt carry. Baldric and chest carry work really well. If you are a belt carry fan and you like danglers, but you're, you know, kind of weary of having, I'm not a fan of danglers myself, just because I don't like the feeling of the sheath moving around against my leg. The leg strap makes such a difference. It keeps it super tight and snug to your thigh, and yeah, it just works really, really nicely. So I couldn't be happier wearing a leg strap and doing a drop leg setup. That's what I'm going to be using for mine. Oh yeah, so other detail. So he actually bought 2 of the same exact knife, and we worked it out where I'd be doing a bunch of Kydex stuff for him, and I get to keep the other knife. So I'm super grateful to him, and obviously just really, really stoked to have one of these myself. So all right, that's what I got for you guys. If you like this sheath, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you like the channel, subscribe. Comment down below, tell me what your favorite bark river is, and let me know what you think of drop leg setups versus danglers. Yeah, I apologize for all the rambling. I'm kind of, you know, making sure I'm keeping an eye on the road, not totally 100% focused only on the video. So all right guys, thank you so much for watching and dealing with my rambling, and tune in for the next one. God bless.